Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, Hashem Rakal Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, for the true leaders of Israel today. And salutations to all the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds or Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. And the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akali, and I'm from the GMS Jamaica Kingston Camp. And this video is about the times to come, prophecy. Alright, and Jacob's trouble. Alright, so this woman had a dream of Jacob's trouble. And let's take a listen to what she has to say.
Just remember, I came off a 7-day water fast, and I've had rapture dreams here and there. But Jesus, I never had this before. I've seen us going up or whatever. This time I was in my bed, and then God showed me, he showed me the process. He showed me the souls being taken out. My soul was taken out my body. And he showed me the process and everything, and I saw my soul go, and it just went, the whole process of going into heaven, and I made it in. And I was saying, Father, my mom downstairs, I have to go get her. I'm like, about her? He's like, you can't go back, it's too late. And then he showed me, he allowed me to see what happened after. I was able to just come back after and watch. When I tell you the minute that we went up, that he showed me a plane, a war plane, warplanes in the sky with a Korean flag. There were so many of them. Planes falling off the sky, disaster everywhere, people robbing people, lawlessness. It was complete chaos. I just told my mom what happened. I told her, Mom, you were left behind, and God was mad. He's so angry. Oh my God. I've had dreams before, but never have I been just terrified. Never have I been just terrified. You don't understand how bad it was. There was nowhere to hide. Chaos happened immediately after we left. Immediately.
Yep. And, this lady and other individuals, they'll be getting dreams like this. Alright. Over the years, I have witnessed different videos that have come out of people having similar kinds of dreams in regards to biblical prophecy, right? In regards to World War III, Jacob's trouble. Some people have seen the destruction of America. Some people have seen the mark of the beast prophecy, which is the microchip, all that, right? The Lord is going to be bringing severe judgment upon the world, right? And upon the nation of Israel, right? This will be our final punishment, our last whip before the kingdom. Okay, in Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7 it says, now let's start at verse 4. And these are the words that the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right. And so it will be the elect of the nation of Israel that will be saved out of Jacob's trouble. Okay. And the ultimate judgment of Jacob's trouble will be death by fire by way of the missiles. All right. Especially for those, particularly for those in America, all right, that will face that fiery destruction, that judgment from the Lord, all right. But Jacob's trouble is going to be a period of time that we will have to face as a nation, all right, and all kinds of things are going to be happening. It's going to just be a horrible time for the Israelites, us, in the Apocrypha, it lets you know in 2nd Ezra chapter 15 what's going on. So In 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 5 it says, Behold, saith the Lord, I'll bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Alright, so these plagues are coming upon the world, and these plagues are parts of Jacob's trouble. Right? So you're going to have Israelites perishing as well, right? Israelites are going to be perishing from all kinds of things. Israelites are going to be faced with the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. That's hour of temptation spoken about in Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. You know, Israelites are going to just be dealing with all these things, man. Okay? And when you go down to verse 14, it says, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and when people shall stand up and fight against another and swords in their hands. All right, so there's going to be contention between people, for there shall be a sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. All right, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, so that's martial law. Right, and verse 16 is an uprising, a sedition among men, where they're no longer going to listen to the authorities. So when there's lawlessness and people can just do whatever they want to do, and they're also experiencing famine, so they're hungry. Some would have lost their life savings. You know, just all kinds of things are going to be happening. People are just going to be in a state of panic, and it's just going to be pure chaos. All right, and when people feel like they don't have anything to lose, they just go crazy. Right? For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right, so because of the famine, people are just going to be slaying each other out there in these streets. All right, this is all a part of Jacob's trouble. Right, 2nd Esdras chapter 16 lets us know as well. And verse 17, woe is me, who will deliver me those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Right, so all of these are things are coming, man. And the thing about it is that it's going to be so bad that they're just going to be like, okay, well, the situation is horrible. We're trying to fix it, whatever. You know, their motto is order out of chaos, the wicked elite of Esau, Edom. And they're going to be like, here it is. Here's the microchip. You need to be, you need to have it inside of you as well. And then everything will be okay. But then it won't be, because then the Lord just going to destroy you. You don't have no chance for salvation, right? So it will be like a temporary fix, which is a temporary fix for the flesh to satisfy the flesh in that moment. But, you know, right after it's just severe judgment. But it's going to be chaos, man. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be sold good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Which is happening right now. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish for famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down, right? So the earth shall be wasted, the city shall be cast down, and people are going to be cast out as dung, right? And that's letting you know that so many people are just going to be dying that people won't have time to be burying them. You know, so can you imagine the stench as well? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the dead bodies just laying there, days going by, no one's moving them. They start to rot, they start to decay. The various creatures, you know, inhabit them, the maggots and whatever. And then they start to give off the stench. Maybe they even, maybe something else even happens too. You know? When you have so many of them just out there. you know. But yeah, man, it's gonna be that bad. And the Lord is bringing judgment upon the world because the world is wicked. And so this is all going to be happening in Jacob's trouble. And then the children of Israel will be delivered. And she mentioned it at the beginning of her video. She actually said we, when we are brought up. So she's speaking, when she says we, she's speaking as a member of the elect to say that. Revelation chapter 15 and verse 2, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark and over the number of his name stand on the sea of glass having the harps of Yahweh Shemishai. And this is when the elect have been delivered by the chariots of the Most High, which the world called them UFOs, but those are chariots. Okay, the angels travel in them, and the elect will be delivered by these chariots, and the elect will be looking down on the earth, and the elect will see America, see what America's size really is, and see it being destroyed, right? That's the victory. And of course, Yahushua returns and delivers them, you know. So, yeah, man, this time is speedily approaching that the lady spoke about. So that's all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yeshua, Shem Kal Kodesh, Shalom.